It's Bath Half Marathon weekend and we are here in Bath. I'm in the shape of my life and tomorrow I get to test that against some of the best runners in the UK. But first, I'm going for a shakeout run with my dad. Let's go. So that is the shakeout done. Final bit of running before the warm-up tomorrow morning. 2.7 miles at 7:32 per mile. Bath seems lovely so far, but it's not exactly flat. I think we got just about the flattest route ever, and it's not going to win any awards for best route, but got it done. Felt really good. Seemed to feel better than my dad, but he's still out there just now doing a proper run. So this will be a good opportunity for me to talk you through what we've done today. So we left the house early this morning. Basically, I just sat in the back seat, trying to just get a lot of carbs down me. I've never carb loaded for a half marathon before. However, my coach is very good at being on top of the latest science and knowing what everyone who's running well is doing. And he suggested that I do a bit of a carb load. So I'm going to be going for 8 grams of carbs per kilo of body weight, which is a little bit less than the 10 grams of carbs per kilo of body weight that I would do for a marathon. I weigh about 64-ish kilos, so that's just over 500 grams of carbs. And that 500-ish grams of carbs is probably similar to what I would eat when I'm in full training, but I've only ran 42 miles up until this point this week and only a 20-minute run today. I wouldn't normally eat 500 grams of carbs. I wouldn't have the appetite for it when I'm training that little. So just being conscious about eating a bit more, making sure I'm eating the right stuff. And obviously this isn't an exact science. I don't know how much chocolate milk I'm guzzling down when I just finish my run. As long as we're in the ballpark and fueling is most likely not going to be an issue, we're just trying to capture all those 1%. And I'm feeling good, feeling great. Absolutely no excuses. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Just gonna go home and get dinner now and chill for the rest of the night. And we'll be as ready as possible for race day. It's race morning, 7:30, 3 hours to go until the start. So I've got my breakfast, tin of rice pudding with honey and a no meal. This morning I found out that Coros sleep quality goes to low. I've never seen that before. I slept terribly, but nothing a lot of caffeine can't solve. We'll be absolutely fine. I'm sure I've had a lot of worse sleeps than that before good races in the past. Just didn't have the technology to track it. Anyway, I am going to just get this down me and start getting ready. We're leaving here at 8 AM to head to the park and ride into Bath. But I was going to say feeling good, but will be feeling good after I have this, and nothing else we can do now. So we've made it onto the park and ride bus. I was going to film this in the car, but it was starting to get a bit stressful. Traffic was really, really bad. Now I'm fairly confident we're going to get to the start in plenty of time for the warm-up. So fine to talk through a race plan. Basically, the plan is going to be to get stuck in the race. Had a chat with my coach on Friday and he just said, you're in the best shape of your life. Don't really waste this opportunity. Unless they go off silly, like if these guys are going off try to run 61 minutes, be aware of the pace and hold back a bit. The pace he sort of suggested would be too fast was 2:55 per K. He said if it's 2:57 at 3 minutes, just go with it, just get stuck in the race, don't let people go up the road, believe in yourself, and the goal is just to stay there for as long as possible without doing anything silly and not just hanging back because it's a safe option. Because this training block has just been better than I could ever have imagined, and there's really no other opportunity to test the shape. So I'm excited to get out there. I'm a bit nervous, but I think that's just more about getting to the start. And at the end of the day, if I'm not as fit as I think I am, then we'll find out, and that'll be fine because we've got a load of races to come, and we've got the fresh Adidas kit on for the warm-up. Shout out again to Mygo Sports and Adidas for helping me out. Very, very much appreciated. Right, I mean, if this is a hill, we're fine. So I have successfully made it to the Elite 10. Just chilling here now, got my number on my vest. It looks like everyone's here. So it's going to be a good race, regardless of how it goes. But just going to go and do my warm-up. And I guess I'll see you on the other side. But let's go.
It's about 5 minutes before the start. Quite a nice day. A wee bit of wind, but there's not much. Hoping Ryan does a good run. Look for a PB at least. I think he can go very low 64s and hopefully maybe quicker than that. Training's been going well, so no excuses. I'm predicting hopefully maybe just nick under 64. I'd be happy with around about 64. Hey, listen, I'd be happy with a PB. A PB's a PB, but I think he's in great shape, so hopefully he runs the race well. It doesn't get too carried away.
So the race starts downhill, and by 200 metres, I'm already quite far back, thinking I may have seriously misjudged how quick these boys were going to run. But we turn onto the flat, and I find I'm gradually able to get myself up to where I want to be. We go through the 1 mile mark, and the lead car gives us a split of 4:32. I immediately slam the brakes on, which I regret now, since the actual split was a much more reasonable 4:39. But I join the second group, and it is not fast. Nobody really wants to take the wind, and we're kind of playing cat and mouse. Someone shouts the first 5k split as 14:55, and although this is still a sub 63 minute half, I remember thinking we'd already let the time get away from us after such a quick first mile.
So that's in, I reckon, close to 4 miles. That's the wrong glasses I've put on there. So the next time I'll probably see him will be closer to 8 miles now. Catch up with Caroline there as well and see what she thinks. But I thought you looked comfy. Hopefully he's got a lot more in that tank that you can push on second half of the race.
Staying off the front when the pace feels slow is not a strong point for me, but I do my best to tuck in, and we go through 10k in 30:12. Through halfway, I'm feeling incredibly comfortable, but around 8 miles, someone goes off the front of our group, and I find I can't really go with it, but I still had them at about 5 seconds as we went through 10 miles, when our old friend calf cramp returns. This is the final nail in the coffin for what I already feel is not a good day, and I can't do anything but try to maintain pace over the last few miles.
So we're now quite close to the finish. I think Ryan's slowing slightly, but hopefully we pick it up the last 5k, hopefully get at least a PB out of it. We're now running for 57 minutes, so hopefully he's getting these close to his last mile, and he's starting to feel good. The leaders shouldn't be all that far away. They should be in the last 5 minutes, I would guess, because they look like they were hoofing along.
I know if I try to push things on, it's going to be an embarrassing waddle up the final hill. So I just keep running around 5-minute miles until the hill. I make it to the final hill and get up it slowly before, unsuccessfully, trying to sprint, missing my 2-year-old PB by 9 seconds.
Wasn't the result we were looking for. It looked like he pulled up quite quickly there, whether it was blisters or cramp. Yeah, I'm not sure, but definitely something wasn't right the way he pulled up. But we'll find out soon enough. But it's another race in the bank, innit? Can't be too disappointed, sub 65. So we'll get the report from Ryan after, see what he's got to say. But as I says, didn't like the way he pulled up there. I would guess cramp. The last time I seen him running like that was in Berlin Marathon. I've never known him to get cramp and a half, but it might be.
That's the race done. Feeling very deflated, I think, quite Cole as well.
Yeah, it was one of those races where I was just saying to my girlfriend that the result isn't great, but I know I'm in good shape just because of the pace we went out at. Went through 10k in like 30:10, 30:15, something like that, didn't we? Maybe should have just paced it ever so slightly better, I think, because of the wind and stuff. So
I think quite a lot went wrong, but there wasn't really much we could do. It was either go with the front guys running probably 14:30 through 5k,
Faster.
or play cat and mouse with the influencer group.
pretty much.
Yeah, voiced over the race by this point.
Yeah.
But not looking forward to this drive home. If this race has taught me anything, it's that I'm going to post more on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because Hugo got a shout every 10 seconds.
Yeah,
on that
everyone was.
post.
One ride!
Anyway.
Well,
good
we
job.
done it. Good. It's good to meet you, mate.
Yeah, likewise.
Just for camera's sake, he's got his shoes on and I don't. So
Yeah.
we're the same height.
If we're including Berlin, is that 2-0?
2-0 unless you want to count Manchester half 2022, then it'll be 3-0. 2023, sorry.
3-0.
Or he's wondering it. Probably a way feel sorry for himself. But it's running. It's all you runners know. Take the good with the bad. Still alright. I mean, to get within a few seconds your BB or a half, quite be happy. Once you weigh everything up at the end, weather, usual weather for Ryan, wasn't the greatest. But we live, we fight. Another day.
So we're now more than 24 hours on from Bath, and the final result was 10th place in 64.49. If you follow me on Strava, or anywhere for that matter, you will know that that is absolutely not the result that I was training for, nor is it the one that the sessions would suggest that I was capable of. I could sit here and list all the reasons why I think that is, but not only is that cringe, but I got beat by 3 minutes, so I just don't think they're important. All I can say for definite is that I'll be back better and more obsessed with being good at running. So subscribe if you want to follow the journey, and thank you so much to everyone for the support. I'll see you next time. Cheers.